Hi, loves. This is Claudia with Olivos Art Studio with Sacred Powers and Goddesses Oracle Deck and Sacred Mothers and Goddesses Oracle Deck. I created these two plus that one right there. And I've also created a workbook that goes with the spread, and you can download it as many times as you want and use it for your whole week ahead. So, welcome and thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for all of us this week. And by the way, it is a new moon. I am sending out the newsletter later today. And so, hurry and go ahead and sign up if you have not already. I'll be sending a reading for the new moon and a little gift. A little gift. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, the card for the week, I'd already pulled this one, but I haven't looked at it yet. Thank you, Spirit. This is for the collective psyche, third eye knowledge, and intuition. This is our goddess for the week. I did pull a lot of cards from the Sacred Mothers and Goddesses Oracle deck. And so let me tell you, should I tell you what your gift is? You have to sign up for the newsletter. Hold on. I can't do two things at one time. Okay, Psyche, here we go. So you see the messages here, very concise. For Sacred Powers, I made them quite a bit longer. And so I've created a whole reader's companion where it's a PDF, you can download it, whatever, I guess. I'm going to figure out like how to set it to whatever size. I was thinking like half a notebook size, you know what I mean? Sort of like this play build. Look, this is from a play I went to with my papa, and unfortunately I used it for collage once, and then I realized how valuable this memory is. Anyhow, I'm thinking this size for the companion. And so it'll be everything for the Sacred Powers and Goddesses, which again has really long messages, which I love for bibliomancy, which is what we do here. But not everybody does that, right? And sometimes you just want the messages. So I've created that. And along with that, I created it also in Español, in Castellano. So that'll be a gift in the newsletter. Okay, so we'll do bibliomancy with this tiny little message thing here. Thank you, Spirit, for our message for the collective for this week. And it just says, here we go. You can accomplish what your heart is set on. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'll read the second sentence, even though that's what it's all about. You can accomplish, we can accomplish, I can accomplish, say it with me, I can accomplish what my heart is set on. And then Spirit, through this tool of the card of Goddess Psyche, Spirit is saying, pay attention to what we feel, as that is going to be our intuition communicating with us. So any decisions that you make, any steps you take towards the direction of what your heart is set on, which is what we're being counseled here to do, is follow our intuition with every step we take. Ooh, reminded me of that song. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for that message. I can very much relate to it. Feel that it was already coming through for me for this morning. All right, so now choose one of these cards. So again, this is 3 cards, one for the collective, then you choose one from the pick a card and one for your horoscope. Okay, so then you get 3 cards and then you gather your meaning. And that will be something that will unfold throughout the week for you. And I love this card, especially since tomorrow's a new moon, by the way. We're already in that energy. Okay, so this one is a mermaid, a tiny, tiny, tiny mermaid on a snake for the sacred feminine, for healing. Perhaps she's Mama Kocha, Yemaya, Mama Wata. Then we have a tiny but mighty goddess with turquoise. In your workbook, there's a space. Where's my workbook? There's a space. Here we go. So we do the card for the collective. Then your pick a card here, and then there's a space here for your charms chosen. And in the back of the workbook, you have images or stickers, depending on how you download this, right? That you put in that space every week, right here. So those go here. So this is your second card, and here's an Espíritu. And you can write down, for example, like, what was it? Like, oh, the eyes, that sparkle in that eyes really calling to me right now. Or perhaps for you, it's the turquoise, or you are an ocean lover, and this one holds a particular message for you, which actually, now that I think about it, it's an ocean related thing here. So you choose, and then you write here why you chose it. All right, let's go. Did you choose? You can pause the video too if you need to think about it. All right, let's start with the middle. If you chose the tiny but mighty goddess, butterfly maiden, openness and renewal. Openness and renewal. Are you coming out of a season? Do you need some coaxing? This is it. Or maybe you're thinking about cocooning for a little bit. What is it? And everything will go together, right? All the messages, all the signs. Oh, this is a longer message here in Sacred Mother. So everything, like I was saying, that's why you write it down in your workbook and you start to look at it together through the week. Okay. This is what the Bibliomancy is. Some situations cause us to withdraw and close up. Oh, that literally made my tummy turn because I feel that so much. I did not choose that one though. But yes, the Spirit still speaking to me. Some situations cause us to withdraw and close up to avoid pain and sorrow. This can be helpful or hurtful. Become very aware of your emotional health and needs. Do you need to cocoon for renewal? Or is cocooning stagnating your free flow of giving to and receiving from the universe? Or is it time for you to open your wings and explore your life or yourself? You're here to bring beauty to the world. Do not repress the beautiful being that you are. Thank you, Spirit. All right. If you chose the mermaid and the divine feminine, we have Freya. Freya with a message of sensuality. And there's so much that's going on with this image, right? So I always say with the decks, with the oracles, it's like a dream, right? You know best. You know best. What I'm reading with the Bibliomancy might be totally different than what you saw there or what you see here. And what you see is more important than what it says here or what I'm going to say to you now, which is live every moment to the fullest and find joy in everything that surrounds you and engages your senses. That is a beautiful and concise message Beautiful. Next, if you chose the Espíritu, Iris, she came out last week, didn't she? I believe she did. Or maybe that was on somewhere on a live. I don't remember, but I have the wrong guidebook. So here we go. She is from the Sacred Powers. And I actually absolutely love the way this painting came out. She was one of the ones I struggled with. And this is one painting that I was struggling with it, and I did inspire myself from an old master painting that is very, very different, yet there are similarities with it from what I painted. And I just love how she came out. By the way, we are going to begin selling a lot of my originals. Look, here's one from the Espíritus right here. This is an original. But we're going to be listing a lot of the originals that I did not bring to Chile with me. A lot of the goddesses. So, again, that's in the newsletter. It'll be listed on the website too, but you'll hear of it and good deals in the newsletter. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It says here, she celebrates every aspect of your identity without judgment. To all those of you, if you're struggling with self-acceptance, whether it's your physical being, how you are, how you move in the world, if you're feeling people's rejections, she is here to remind you that your uniqueness is divine, your truth, your identity, and your way of being and loving are a beautiful blessing to this world. You, yourself, are a beautiful gift to this world. Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful messages. Okay, now we're going to move on to the horoscope, and we're going to start with fire. Thank you, Spirit. Artemis for independence and empowerment. And yes, I want to go ahead and translate, do like a little message thing, translated to Spanish. What I really need is someone to, like a publishing house to because the Sacred Mothers is published by Blue Angel Publishing, so there's copyrights involved, but it was translated into the French by a French publishing house in France, and it would be really cool if like in Spain or Mexico, a publishing house would grab this deck and translate it to Spanish. But for now, I plan to translate see how short the message is? Just the messages into Spanish. And I don't know if anybody has any ideas how I can reach out to publishing houses. Would love for it to be in Spanish. And the Sacred Powers and Goddesses Oracle Deck, I do plan to translate the whole thing into Spanish eventually. I have so much stuff to do, you all. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let me refocus. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit says, have gratitude for the people who surround and believe in you. Most of all, know that you do not need a partner unless you want one. Know that alone is not the same as lonely. It's okay to be alone. And this could mean also in regards, sometimes we find ourselves in situations when, for one reason or another, the friend scope shifts, or our family, all kinds of things. So it speaks to that too. if you are finding yourself alone in your circumstance. Maybe you left a work situation and you're now working from home, all those. And again, maybe you see this and it reminds you of your beloved pet who passed away recently. That's your message, not what I said. All right? Blessings. Let's keep going. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and do air, and because it's also Sacred Mothers. And then I'll move on to the next guidebook. Mary Magdalene. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I always love to see her in this deck. I feel that Mary Magdalene in my first deck came through as a big sister. She's coming to put her arms around us right now as a big sister. Whereas Mary Magdalene in the Sacred Powers came through as a teacher, as a divine guide, as a master teacher. Okay, so focus back on this one. Our big sister energy. Best friend forever, big sister energy. The wise one, the gentle one that we can go to with anything and everything. And the Bibliomancy says, one gentle, empowered voice can set grand and sacred designs into motion. Pay attention to intuitive guidance and revelation and share those things revealed to you. So this is really encouraging us to speak. And it says, gentle, empowered voice can set grand and sacred designs into motion. Sometimes we don't realize that, right? So it's reminding us, Spirit's reminding us with this card, with this Mary Magdalene big sister energy, empowering us very gently with so much love. And I feel a little bit of like a shake, pay attention to your intuitive guidance here, sis. Pay attention to those revelations that are shared with you. And when the time and the person is right, share those with them. Remember, we don't share everything with everybody, but we can make a huge difference just in the lady at the checkout counter, right? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for, that's sort of like encouraging us in this, this very graceful kind of healer, maybe crone type of way, big sister way, kind of giving us the baton in a way to do that, to be that, at least for this week. All right. Thank you, Spirit. For Earth. For Earth, we have Asibika Ashi, Weaver of Sacred Bonds. That is so much like the energy that I'm feeling with the card that we just read, like a keeper of, well, no, not Sacred Bonds, more encouraging. Yeah, never mind. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for the message for Earth. Trust that like Asibika Ashi, who brings the sunlight to Earth, your efforts create meaningful bonds, illuminate the path, not just for yourself, but for everyone whose life touches yours. When you reach out to strengthen your community web, your family, friends, whatever your community is, you participate in an ancient and powerful form of protection that has sustained humanity through our most challenging times. Ooh, Spider Woman giving you here, charging you with really kind of like a task, right? To know that when you're creating these bonds, it's at the same time creating protection. You know, I'm imagining like the spider's web, right? And that which has sustained humanity through our most challenging times. And indeed, we are going through challenging times. Thank you, Spirit. All right. And for water, watery, watery, water. Amaterasu, radiant joy and renewed hope. Oof, I like that energy. That was kind of, I like that. You know, we got some work over here, but, okay. I mean, like, we've got work to do. We got work to do. Let's see what Amaterasu, the joy bringer. And again, this is in my Sacred Powers deck. I did put the little tags on here, but still takes me a while to get there. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. It says, by allowing others to support you, you create space for healing that benefits yourself and everyone connected to you. So you are being called to allow others to support you. Know that it creates space for healing, not just for yourself, but for others too. But you've got to start by yourself. Allow yourself to be helped. All right. Thank you all so much. And I hope you sign up for the newsletter to get all the goodies. They go out every new moon and every full moon, so twice a month. And during holidays, a little bit more often, where I share information with you for like solstice or Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. And of course, all the holiday deals. Okay? And you get a 20% off coupon for at least through the end of this year. All right. Love you all. And and the workbook. The workbook is on the website. And if not, let me know. Should be on the website. I want it to be on the Etsy shop too, but don't know when we'll get to it. All right. Love you all so much. Besitos. This is my silicone. You know those massage things? Those cups that they use for massage? This works so well. Silicone. Just plop it on my neck, my back, my arm. Really good. Okay. Now I'm really going. Love you. Besitos. And bendiciones.